Assalamu alaikum. I have a question for you. Do you sometimes find yourself not knowing the basic things about the deen? I mean, sometimes someone might ask you a question and you're kind of stumped for an answer. Don't you wish that you had the answers to some of the basic things that you have to do as a Muslim day to day? If so, then perhaps you may be interested in studying your deen. We have an Islamic studies program, and if you'd like to join it, you can find more information on it by clicking the link below and joining our Telegram group. And if you like it, you can register for the first year. And hopefully we see you on the other side. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Narrative that the society is pushing, the liberal narrative. But then it's like, why is it okay for you to decide what you want to do and do whatever you want to do? Why can't I? Whereas for us as Muslims, we've been told by Allah what we can and what we can't do, and that will never change.
That will never change. And you know what's scary about that, is that recently I forgot the name, but there's an organization that deals with people that are suffering from attraction towards children, and it helps them. And it's considered a mental illness. So so obviously they treat them, as not well. Does that make sense? So they try to help them overcome their desires for children. So one of the leading officials of this organization actually said that we should create child sex dolls for adults who have desires for children to be able to act out their desire on the child sex doll so that they can
relieve themselves.
Does that make sense?
But it's like you've gone from it being completely wrong, you don't do anything about it's jail time, to okay, let's meet in the middle. We can give them sex dolls. Before you know it, bro, honestly, I can
for example,
honestly see them
the
going.
Police officers would come and say to us when we were young, and I think they still do, but I remember from primary school, don't do cigarettes because then you do weed, and when you do weed, you're gonna go into harder drugs, and you do harder drugs, you're gonna go into heroin. Does that make sense? They don't tell you, but we tell you, don't masturbate, because when you masturbate, you're gonna watch pornography. When you watch pornography, you're gonna do this, and when you do this, you're gonna do that. Does that make sense? Even amongst, like for example, sexual perversion, they tell you, first it's this, then it's that, then for example, it's people like these rape genres, then people like, for example, now like all sorts of crazy things. Does that make sense? That are like abnormal. So the point of the matter is that where do you draw the line? We can see that it's actually going down that way, and that's liberal society. Does that make sense? So this is an aqeedah that is being pushed.
Coming back to the issue of why that links to hijrah is because you don't want your children to be raised.
Not just your children, like your wife.
Your wife and yourself, yeah.
That's what Allah said. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Oh, you believe, save yourself and save your children, your families from the hellfire. Save yourself and save your families from the hellfire, bro. Does that make sense? Now people are gonna say, oh, but Muslim countries this, Muslim countries that. Listen, let me tell you one thing right now. Whatever problem in a Muslim country is better than a Kafir country. It's better than a Kafir country. There's no tweets about it. I did a podcast with one brother. He told me, boom, I learned sins in Pakistan. Okay. You learn sins everywhere. But in UK, you learn kufr. Your children will be on kufr. Does that make sense? And it's easier for you. I remember one thing that Ustad Abdurrahman said. He said, when I was in the UK, because he taught students in the UK and he taught students in a Muslim country. He said in the UK is damage control. When you're teaching someone, that people are sinning in UK and Muslim countries. They're both sinning, both places. But in the UK, when you teach someone, and the lesson's once a week, right? So you taught him, his iman went up. The whole week his iman's gone down, and when he comes to it comes back up again. But it doesn't ever grow. It's just damage control. And he goes down, it comes back down, it comes back up again. So you're just stopping his iman from skyrocketing down, not really helping him grow.
It's true, because we've seen brothers go to Umrah with us, and they've had amazing experiences, and they come sky high. But it is.
Look what COVID
just back to the ends, because of COVID or because whatever it might be. You're in the ends again. The boys are around you. This, that, whatnot. The environment plays a massive, massive role.